Hi everyone, my name is David White and I'm the Content Marketing Director at Connected Free. Today I just want to do a quick vlog on link building. I talk about link building a lot. If you follow me on Twitter, if you've seen any of my recent talks, if you're following me on LinkedIn, then you'll see me talking about link building, how to build links, and sort of tips and tricks of how we do it at Connected Free, which I like to share with you all. The one thing that I want to talk about today is how you can follow the data to improve your link building success. Now, I get that sounds quite peculiar, but just hear me out a second, okay? So if you're running an SEO strategy, or if you're running, say, an on-site SEO strategy, or if you're running a content strategy, or something along, or a paid strategy, you're going to follow the data. You're going to analyze tons and tons and tons of data, if that's traffic, if that's conversions, if that's bounce rate, whatever it is, to dictate your strategy, to understand what it is that you want to do and what changes you want to implement in order to rank higher, to convert better, to drive more traffic, whatever the outcome is. But when it comes to link building, for some strange, unapparent reason, loads of people just go into it blind. Loads of people just think, you know what, I've got a good idea, I think that'll work in the media, and they just throw it out there and see if it sticks. Why do we not also follow the data for link building? And that's what I want to talk about today. If you have a look at what works, if you analyze previous campaigns that you have run, your competitors have run, or other people have run, if you analyze journalist trends and what the media are wanting to talk about, then you can have a better link building campaign. So when it comes to link building, you have to follow the data, similar to how you would with on-site SEO, similar to how you would with content, paid, or whatever other kind of discipline it is. So I want to cover three things that you can do to hopefully better the outcome of or the output, should I say, of your digital PR. So the first one is understanding what has been covered before. So you want to understand, if you're, for the sake of this presentation, say we are a travel brand talking about holidays, you're going to want to see what your competitors or other people who talk about similar subjects to you have done in the past and what has worked with them from a link building perspective. Now, the best way to do this, if I'm completely honest, is just to be super nosy. Go on Google, type in kind of your competitors and see when they've been mentioned in the media, see how they've been mentioned in the media, did they get a link from that media outlet, and if so, what were they talking about? Take some of the URLs that your competitors or other people have been building links to and input them into link index tools such as Ahrefs, SEMrush, or BuzzSumo, and see who has linked to them. And start to build up a database. What I always do is just have a Google Doc somewhere on my kind of desktop, which every time I see a campaign which is similar to one that my client would run or one run by one of my client competitors, I just add it into there. So I'm continuously analyzing what has been covered before, and I take inspiration from what has worked with other people. So for example, if it's an index campaign, which is essentially a list of the best places to go on holiday, or the best places for a family break, or the best places for a staycation, whatever it is, if you see that they are working really well for your competitors, then you may want to take that strategy and use it for yourself. So always understand what has been covered before, take the learnings from that, and make sure that you input it into your strategy moving forward. Point two is you're going to want to understand as well what's trending. Okay, so if there's suddenly a news story that breaks that you can jump on, or you can offer a comment on, or you could maybe take your old campaign and revisit, then you're going to want to do that because that will allow you to become more relevant and therefore in turn build more links. Now, to understand what's trending, there isn't a kind of one way you do this. You just have to immerse yourself completely in the world of news around the brands that you're operating with. So if we are a travel brand, just for argument's sake, then you're going to want to read their trade press every single day. So what are their trade press talking about? Can you sign up to their competitors' newsletters? See what your competitors are talking about. Always have a live stream from the BBC or the Guardian or some other kind of news outlet on in the background. Just making sure that if something does break, which is relevant to you and relevant to your client, that you can jump on it in a matter of seconds rather than a matter of days. And using that reactive approach, you'll be able to build a lot of links very quickly. And then finally, the third point, in terms of following the data to understand what works from a link building perspective, is understanding how to visualize your campaign. Now, you've probably at this point got a great topic, you've probably found a great list of journalists who you're going to outreach to, but you're going to want to understand how to present that data in order to get the most cut through. Now, the best way to do this is by using BuzzSumo. So in BuzzSumo, you can type in the topic of the campaign that you're wanting to run, and it will bring up a list of URLs that have covered that topic. You can also break it down by country as well. Once you have that list of URLs, export it into a CSV file, remove all the URLs that have gotten zero or little links, and then what you're left with is an Excel sheet of articles around the topic you're wanting to talk about in the country you're wanting to talk to, which have all built links. BuzzSumo then shows you how them articles were visualized. So you can put it into a pie chart and it may show you that if you're wanting to build links around the subject of holidays, that list features are the best ways to get links and videos are the worst ways to get links. Using that data, we can then start to understand, okay, we've got this cool campaign, we know that we're going to go out to these journalists, but what do we go out to them with? BuzzSumo will show you how to bring that campaign to life in order to get the most cut through. They were just 3 really quick, simple tips. When it comes to link building, it's not as easy as just kind of jumping into the deep end. Make sure you follow the data, understand what has worked and what hasn't worked before for yourself and for your competitors, and analyze content that gets picked up in the media through BuzzSumo and other tools to see how it's visualized, to see what it is that the media are wanting to pick up on. By running this, you're much more likely to have a more successful link building campaign. And you can analyze each campaign after you've finished, so every campaign you do kind of grows and never stays stale. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Connected Free on Twitter, LinkedIn, any kind of social platform really, or come and visit us through at Connected Free site. But yeah, thanks for listening and stay safe.